A very good afternoon to Mr. Alex and my fellow friends.
Good afternoon.
Today, my partner and I, Jin and Isaac, will be talking about our company, Kuantan Flour Mills Berhad. Now, I'm going to give a brief history about this company. So, Kuantan Flour Mills Berhad is a based company and is engaged in flour milling and trading products. Now, the firm is a listed company and it operates within the flour sector. It was incorporated in 1984 and the current chairman right now is Kushari bin Zaidil since 2009. And now I would like to talk about their products. So now, their products include wheat flour, pre-mixed flour, and their services include transport services and technical services. Now I'm going to give you a few of their products names for the wheat flour, okay? I don't know whether any of you have heard this before. So, the wheat flour include wild blue, wild green, bamboo blue, bamboo green, and so on. I will not continue because it will be pretty funny. And their premix flour include Easy Mix Royale, Easy Mix Golden Sponge Cake Mix, and they also have their trading products, which includes dry yeast and EK300. So yes, and now I'd like to pass it on to Oh. Okay, now I'd like to pass it on to Jin.
Okay, right. So I'll talk about the scarcity of resources and what they need. So the first scarcity of resources and the first factor of production they need is land. And what they need from land is the raw materials that is actually extracted from land. So in the case of Kuantan Flour Mills, they need the land in order to get together wheat. And wheat is of course needed to grind into flour. So the next factor of production is labor. So what is labor exactly? Labor is defined as the physical and mental effort of a person to make a specific good or service. So in the case of Kuantan Flour Mills, what they need is labor, and they need these workers to gather all these manpower in order to gather all this wheat and bring it back to the grinder and to of course grind it into flour. And also they need like the mental effort of their workers. So some of these mental effort I can give an example of is marketing managers. And what can these marketing managers do? They market their products to potential consumers and So the next factor of production I want to talk about is the entrepreneurial skills. So what does entrepreneurial skills is exactly? It's actually the ability to run a firm. And what the entrepreneur does is they take the firm and then they run it and they bear the cost of the firm, and they also make the key decisions of the firm. So for Kuantan Flour Mills is actually a public limited company, so that means they sell shares. So they have a bunch of shareholders. So when you have a bunch of shareholders, usually a board of directors is appointed. So instead of having one entrepreneur to run the whole firm, they have a board of directors to run the entire firm. And of course, an example of entrepreneur is Donald Trump. He has a lot of companies, and yeah, he's quite successful in his own right. And another factor of production is capital. So capital is a factor of production where man-made goods are used to make a good or carry out a service. So for Kuantan Flour Mills, they need like tractors and of course machinery such as the grinder in order to grind the flour. And they need the tractor in order to plow the fields so that wheat can be grown on it. And also, they also provide transport services to like to their consumers. So they deliver their flour to their consumers. So what they need, another form, example of capital for them is trucks. They use these trucks to deliver this flour to the companies. So the type of economic system it operates in. So Quantum Flour Mills operates in Malaysia, and Malaysia, of course, is a mixed economic system. So in a mixed economic system, it is a mixture of a free market economy and a command economy. So Quantum Flour Mills are able to make their own decisions, but they also experience government interventions such as taxes on your goods and taxes on your profits and income. So, example of two different types of economy. One is a free market economy, which is like Hong Kong, and on the other side of the spectrum is North Korea, which is a command economy where every decision in the economy is centralized. Okay. And Quantum Flour Mills as a market player. Okay, so in Malaysia there are a bunch of flour mills in Malaysia who actually does the same type of goods and services as Quantum Flour Mills. So Quantum Flour Mills face a lot of competition in the market. So when they face a lot of competition in the market, they have a lot of substitutes to deal. They have a lot of substitutes for their products. So this makes them a price taker instead of a price maker. So instead of them setting the price, which they can't and they are unable to because they don't have enough market power in the market, and so they set the price according to the market, and they wouldn't be able to charge a price higher than that. Okay, now I'd like to pass the time to Isaac.
So now I'll be talking about the substitutes and complements. So there are a few substitutes for the Quantum Flour Mill. First substitute for the product will be quinoa flour, and then following will be almond flour. And as for their complements will be eggs and cake. As you can see. So now, how does this affect their prices of goods and services offered? So first of all, I'd like to explain what is a complement. So a complement is when the goods or services works together with another product. So for example, coffee and sugar. You need, everyone puts sugar in their coffee, or most people, right? So in the case of the Quantum Flour Mill, the demand for wheat flour increases, so will the complements of wheat flour. So some complementary goods of flour are cakes and eggs. Thus, they experience an increase in demand when the wheat flour does. Now, as for substitutes, a substitute is when a consumer sees similarity in another product. So, as a flour mill company, there are a lot of substitutes of flour, such as quinoa flour, almond flour, barley flour, and so on. So, in order to make consumers buy the products, the firm would maintain the prices or reduce the prices so that the consumer will buy the products. And now, Jin will take over for a while.
Okay, I'll just talk a bit about the roles of government in the market. So, how does the government actually intervene in a mixed economy? So, why do they do it? So, because in a free market economy, everything is determined by the households and firms. So, and sometimes the market does not operate perfectly. So, what happens? They actually experience market failures, and in order to reduce market failures, government has to intervene in the market. So one of the few ways the government intervenes in the market is through taxes, subsidies, interest rates, and government policies. An example of taxes can be GST or value-added tax, any of these taxes that are imposed on goods. Another type of way a government can intervene in the market is through subsidies. Subsidies are actually credits and or funds given to firms in order to create economic growth. Another way government intervenes is by controlling the interest rates. Another one is government policies. Government set policies such as minimum wage and etc. etc. Okay.
And now, how does the government really affect the firm? So firstly, when the government imposes taxes, such as GST or VAT, it imposes on the firm's raw material, then the cost of production will definitely increase. And prices of goods will increase in order to maintain profit. Now, also, prices of goods increasing will lead to a decrease in demand depending on the elasticity. Can't pronounce it. Yeah. And when the government does impose subsidies, the firm will experience a decrease in the cost of production, as well as it allows the firm to price their goods and services at a lower amount. Now, when the price of goods decrease, the demand for the goods will increase. This causes a movement up the demand curve. And for our conclusion would be
so in conclusion, okay. So let's go back to the previous few slides here. So how does actually the government affect quantum flour mills? So we've not actually found any sources of how the government has actually directly intervened with quantum flour mills, but due to lack of resources. And so one of the ways I can explain is through GST taxes. And so when quantum flour mills receive all these increase in GST, as you know, like a few, like last year, I'm not sure, I forgot, we experienced a GST tax. So a 6% GST tax. So what this does, it actually increases the cost of production of quantum flour mill. So in order to maintain their profit, because profit equals revenue minus cost. So when costs increase, profit definitely will decrease. Okay. So in order to maintain their profit, they charge higher prices to the consumers. And when they do so, the demand for their good will decrease. And this will cause a movement down the demand curve. Right. So with this, thank you.
Thank you.